there's a study that's been done, and the study shows that for the first time ever, like I don't know if it's even been studied before, but whatever. In this study, it shows that more people exercise for their mental health than for their physical health. Like in a survey of X number of people, 51% quoted mental health as their primary goal, and 49% quoted physical health. I don't believe that.
Don't you?
No,
I would.
I don't believe that. I believe, like many polls, it is skewed by, buckle up, people lying. I think that people are a little bit afraid, I'm not quite sure why, to say, no, I'm training because I'm too fat, or I'm too slow, or I feel too unhealthy.
I'd imagine because they're going to get judged by
Well,
the person
yeah,
that's asking. Because if
indeed.
somebody that was big was like,
Well, no, I don't
"Oh,
mean
why do you
no,
exercise?"
no. I don't
they
mean
might be
I don't mean that.
judgmental.
I don't think that. I don't think that's no. I don't think that's the case. I think that there's almost a sort of reaction against the idea that for example, if you are, here's something that I have this issue at the moment. I'm trying to lose weight. Okay, so this is a sentence that is true. I am too fat. Okay. By which I mean I'm carrying too much body fat. I don't know what I am at the moment, 12, 13, 14%, and I want to be 9. I want to be, as they say, ripped and lean, because it's going to help me race faster. Okay. It's not pleasant. It's not, I'm hungry all the time. It's not even a good look, because I'm going to be 6'6" and skinny. It's not, there's nothing particularly pleasant about it, other than it makes me run faster in my colourful shoes. But when I say I am too fat, I'm very aware that there'll be people listening who are 18, 19% and very happy being that level of body fat. And there's nothing wrong with that level of body fat. It's probably where I'd like to be. Going, oh my God, how can you say that? How can you know, it's inappropriate for you to say you're too fat when you look like you do. You know, I don't care, because I get the opportunity to explain what I mean by too fat. I'm too fat to run as fast as I want. For example, if Eliud Kipchoge was my body weight percentage, his coach would smack him out the head and say, "Stop eating, Eliud. You're never going to, you know, you're too fat for what you want to do." Anyway, so I'm aware that when I say too fat, I think the same thing applies. I think that people that are in reasonable shape, but still want to lose a little bit, you know, they can pinch an inch, as we used to say back in the day, don't want to say, oh, I'm too fat. I want to lose some weight, because they kind of feel like, well, hang on a minute, you know, whatever. Lizzo's perfectly happy.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's move on from that, because
can we just quickly cover one last thing that was in the news, which I think is an interesting thing.
My point is, if you think, do you know what, I feel a little bit chubby, that's a good reason to go to the gym. That you shouldn't be in any way. And also, mental health is a great reason to go to the gym. But you don't need.
The two kind of must go hand in hand.
Do you know what? Absolutely right. Do you know what? You feel you have more mental health when exactly. I just think there are people out there, and I think that survey shows it, that are a little bit self-conscious because of where we are in the world, saying, "I feel too fat," and they absolutely shouldn't. Anyway, go on. What are you going to say?
Elon Musk has just been granted permission, hasn't he, to be able to put chips into people's brains?
Has he?
Yeah.
Microchips, not small pieces of potato.
No.
Has he? Well, that's, yeah. I mean,
that's verging on being scary. But I'm
it is.
guessing it's going towards that way.
What can the chip do?
I don't know. I just heard it on the radio, but I just thought that was interesting that we're now getting to the point where people are agreeing to have a chip inside their brain.
Well, he is into the whole neural implant thing, isn't he? Do you know what? The chip thing, I'm not sure about a chip in my brain.
Where would you have it?
I'm not sure about a chip in my brain. And I'd sign you up.
Why? What do you think this chip's going to be able to do in my brain?
I don't know, but if it came with an app that I could use, and I could
Shut
just
down.
Kind of, yeah. Echo, turn Jen off. Or indeed. Anyway, my point, right? What I would do is, I quite like the idea of a chip under my skin, right, as a substitute for my watch.
Yeah.
So I can go running, whatever, and it's kind of, I want it to monitor heart rate, and basically I want my Garmin
inside me.
I was going to do a Christopher Walken impression, but I can't be bothered. So yes, yeah, I want to, yeah. So if Elon Musk could somehow figure out how to put my Garmin inside me in a way that has no connection with Christopher Walken, that'd be good. But in my brain, I'm not so sure about the brain thing. Anyway, let's finish off
Do you
with
reckon
it.
it's like put in like you see in like sci-fi films, like they just inject it in like
With a kind of a gun type
yeah,
thing. Yeah,
like in
yeah,
like when you see in like sci-fi films in the back of the neck or into the.
yeah.
Do you reckon it's
No,
done that way?
I think it's done in a slightly more. In fact, isn't it? I remember seeing him on Joe Rogan talking about it, and it kind of sounded a little bit more kind of invasive than that.
Ooh, okay.
Anyway, let's wrap up quickly with a film review. Do you want me to hit the button?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to put some big stickers on these things to tell me exactly here it is.